about a kilometer or 1.5 miles or so into a dense Swedish forest. Only about a couple of miles from the biggest road around, but I wanted you to get an idea of what it's like to walk around in a dense Swedish forest on a small little trail, which there are many, many of here in Moheda, Sweden. And there's mushrooms of every kind, and lots of moss, lots of dead trees. Some areas are managed, some are clear cut, some are cleaned out. Like this area is fairly cleaned out. In between, you can see between the trees. When you get some other areas, it's completely densely, like back over there is a whole section that was not being cleaned out like this one has. But I figured I'd give you a little bit of the feeling of walking through. This is kind of the first day I've had to myself since I landed. I've had guests, 6 guests from California with me, and I got caught up today on paperwork and this, that, and the other, and contractors around the house and all that. And then today I figured I'd go explore. I haven't even had a chance to walk around the area that the Customikes Scandinavian Shenanigan HQ is in. So I figured today, get some exercise after eating as good as we did during all the travels, and get some of that poundage off again. And take about a 6-7 mile stroll through the Swedish forest. But I just wanted to take you with me for a little bit of it. And you can see where we're walking on all those branches, or roots, I should say, on the trail. This is a relatively small trail in the middle of the woods leading away from population, so to say. Love these big rocks and all the moss, and I haven't walked into a spider web yet, but whoop, as I said that, I just walked into one. But yeah, there's not a lot of very dangerous animals in Sweden, so the only thing would be a drunken moose, which we've only seen in a park, or a bear, which are fairly rare around here. But the nature is beautiful. There's a lot of things growing that are edible. And, we're coming in on a trail from and I'm working the wood machines. And then you can see area over there has been clear cut, which is not as interesting as the forest itself when you walk through it. So, but anyway, I know I haven't been filming a lot because this has been a mind bender. I have let the guests from California doing a lot of the filming, and I've been taking pictures and video clips, and hopefully over the next couple of weeks I can put some of those together and give you some good videos from all the stuff we've done. And I know it's not exactly I think it's early morning still with you guys, but yeah, you can see the difference there between uncleared, cleared. Then over here you got a clear cut almost, or you're going out. I'm not gonna go down to the clear cut area, I don't like that. So, but that's just the way they're harvesting and how they work it. And actually beyond there you can see the green areas where they have replanted a clear cut area so you can regrow. But I'm just walking aimlessly through the woods just to get a feel for it and watch the scenery and get some quiet, clear my head, and all those type of things. But now I'm off the trail and I'm onto the machine roads. But they do a very small amount of impact when they go through doing clearing and stuff. So a lot of the stuff too is done to save the trees, so to say, and save the bugs and all that stuff, so you have the natural ecology is kind of flowing. So, but anyway, figured I'd let you know what it looks like in here. It is kind of creepy sometimes when it gets really dense and all full of moss, and nobody ever stepped on there other than the logger that comes in and cleaned it up. But I'm going to get down to this area here where they have done the clear cut and have then planted. And you can see down here how there's all new forest. And they leave a couple of them that are cut, I don't know, 15, 20 feet tall. And that's for the bugs to eat when there's no other trees, you know, and they leave a few standing too. But most of it gets replanted and regrown for a harvest at the next time. So let's see if we can get back on the trail here. Or maybe not, we'll have to see. Maybe I got myself lost in the woods. There's lots of these various kinds growing all over the place. Figured if I get off the trail a little bit, they won't have all been picked over, so to say. But lots of interesting things grow around here. Where do we go? We'll go this way. We're just gonna go raw into the woods. I know what direction I need to go, so we can see it without a trail. Oh, a little bit of an animal trail here. We'll go this way. It's interesting how soft the ground is. All this moss and stuff, where everything grows and gets, what do you call it? Eaten up by all the bugs as things rot. Oh, here you got the lingonberries. Nobody's been in there harvesting yet. I figured that was going to be some of the stuff I see. That's a fairly common thing to grow around here. So we're in an area now where they have cleaned out. And maybe if we continue, we'll get to an area that's more unclean. Oh, we have one to the right of us there. Let's walk a little closer to that. But you can see how the density of the forest in this area, they cleaned it up quite a long way ago. And your distance between the trees, you can get some sunlight in here. Then you can see where the next area is. You can't even see through it because there's so much growth that it kind of chokes everything, and it gets so dense you can't even get through it. And you can clearly see the difference in there versus in here, and it promotes growth and a higher return on investment, so to say, on all the timber, which ultimately was everybody kind of benefits from. You know, it's a product that is produced by Sweden. You know, it's tall, dense, and hella straight lumber out of these things. Oh, there's some more of the lingonberries. I'm getting attacked by mosquitoes too, eating me alive, but that's the way it goes, I guess. You know, this right here is a hunting stand. that are fairly common in Sweden. Hunting is a big thing, and it keeps the elk and deer population and pigs, etc., down. See, I don't see a trail, but we may have to follow that through because it's going to get pretty dense if I try to go in here. Looks like maybe a trail, but maybe not. Let's see, we'll break through it. Yeah, we'll walk through here. Oop, that's the end of a road, of a logging road. But you can see here now how incredibly dense it is when they have not, they call it here gallrat, but it's cleaning out the fresh growth and opening up space in between so that they literally are not choking each other to death. And this particular area of the forest is so densely grown that some of the trees are literally killing the small ones that are below, and they're all competing for the same nutrients, etc. So, and there's plenty of Christmas trees too, so there's no hunting for Christmas tree farms around here. And the whole forest is full of them. So anyhow, it's a typical little logging road that they put in to get access to some of the areas that they have to work. Anyhow, I think I'm on the right track. I can hear the traffic increasing. There's two major roads coming into Moheda that I kind of went diagonally from just to explore and get a little exercise. Get those legs moving and feeling better. So I'm coming out to something paved, so I know I'm in a better place. Anyhow, that goes up to a logging area there too. We'll take a left, and this one's fairly fresh road. So anyhow, I appreciate you guys hanging with me here at Customikes, and I hope you guys have an awesome freaking day, because I have one, and that's how we're going to keep it. I'll be back towards the end of September, and then we're going to get back on the building part, both the house and the cars, and go to the shows. I think we have a Pomona coming up, a Pomona swap meet, so that should be good too. Anyhow, love you all. Thanks for hanging at Customikes. See ya.